We are starting this week's build phase with a bit of construction because, and I'm going to try to do all of this in reverse, but if we look at this shulker box, you can see that we finally have the brass casings that we needed, and this was very expensive from a chromatic iron perspective and a brass perspective, but we got it done, and it's very silly because this is purely aesthetic, as we're about to see, but it also turns out that I totally had some chromatic iron in my chests downstairs, and, well, now I feel very silly, but let me just, hold on. Like I said, I'm trying to do this all backwards. Let me just hold this in my hot little hands and confirm, yes, everything appears to be in order. Put this back in and confirm the settings because I don't want to replace any empty. And I don't think this is going to quite be a time lapse because it's a relatively small volume comparatively speaking, but we are just going to watch this elevator build out in real time. And then I'll make my mind up in editing. Okay, and with that, I believe everything has been all glued up, and I'm just going to confirm that by making sure that we haven't gotten any overlapping stuff, and it sure looks like we haven't accidentally attached any supports to this structure. So now, the only other thing that we have to do, and I don't know if this is actually going to work because we don't have any rotation just yet, but if I right-click this with an empty hand, and no. Okay, so I do think we need a source of rotation for this. But the point is, now we have an elevator pulley, and wow, I said that weird. An elevator pulley. And we have a glued contraption here with some contraption controls on it. And once this is a proper elevator, then we can go underneath here. And actually, I've just realized that this might have been a very silly design because we're basically going to have to set the floor from the floor below, and I don't think I can quite reach this. But maybe once it becomes a proper elevator contact, then I'll be able to go ahead and start doing that. The other thing I need to do for this project is get pressure plates for each of the floors, because one nice thing about the built-in Create elevators compared to my design in Create Above and Beyond that you may have watched my tutorial for is that you can stand on a pressure plate or other redstone signal, and as long as it's hooked up to the elevator contact to the floor that you want, it summons the elevator to that floor. So we can put a pressure plate here, summon it to ground if for whatever reason it happens to be on the bottom, but once this elevator is in, I'm going to remove these warp plates because we're not going to need them. But for now, because we don't have that rotational force, and because we don't have pressure plates, we're just going to use our little thing to get down here, and now you may notice that I've got an additional 3 mob terrariums for sheep, chickens, and glow squid. Glow squid isn't that particularly beneficial, I think, for most of my use cases, but there are invisible item frames in this mod pack. I think they're called, like, glass item frames or something like that, and they're added by Quark, and you can make them glow, just like normal item frames with glowing sacks. Anyway, I digress. We now have 3 new terrariums, and that's fantastic. I have a whole bunch of extra chromatic iron that I didn't realize I had, so we might be able to do some more stuff with Create in this episode, but I haven't quite decided if I'm going to be working on the windmill or the villager trading area just yet, because I still need to iron out the roof on the trading area, and I also need to create the villager breeder, and I mean, this is Wednesday, and this episode comes out on Saturday, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have. And the other potential option for this, if I don't build either the windmill or a villager thing this week, then I have discovered a new cavern in my mineshaft that has a generated mineshaft inside of it as well. So we could potentially explore that mineshaft for goodies and stuff and do not exactly an emergency build phase, but the same kind of content that we would otherwise have within it. And last but not least, I have a bit of a shulker monster problem. It's starting to grow, and I should really think about a storage room. I just haven't decided what that's going to look like. Maybe I even ignore the fact that I said that I wanted to dig in this direction, and potentially either, I could either put a storage room over in this area or over in this direction, because this is still going to be the vault direction. But then I think one of the things that would be really cool to do in a storage room, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do this, is put a create elevator inside of like basically a storage drawers based silo. So you effectively walk in at a specific level or something like that, and then you ride this thing up to the level of the thing that you need, and then you ride it back down, and it could just look super cool. I've actually had this idea since Horizons 3, which was back in like 2015, 16? No, later than that, because it was around the same time I was doing Nature's Beauty, so it would have been like 2019, 18 or 19, somewhere around there. I don't really remember. But anyway, that's kind of the point. Those are the options for today's episode, and once I figure out what I'm doing, we're going to cut to that. Now, it's currently the Thursday before I usually do my editing for the weekly build phase, and I kind of came up with what we're going to do. So we are going to start by exploring the cave, or the mine shaft in the cave that I found, and then at the end of the episode, I'm going to dip into my creative world, and that is going to technically be a spoiler for what I'm planning build-wise, but if you're interested, feel free to stick around. Otherwise, you can totally leave at the end of the segment if you're still watching. But let's start with this. While I was exploring for chromatic iron that I didn't actually need, I found a zombie villager in the caves. And, well, I managed to get it trapped in this hole. And in the amount of time that it took me to go down there, brew up some potions of, harming? Wounding? I don't actually remember what the potions are called in Minecraft. The point is, I have thrown potions of harming, I guess. And I also have a couple of golden apples down there, and I think a few up there as well. But by the time I managed to get those brewed up, and I came back up here, the zombie villager was gone. And I think this is a case of, if I had a name tag and had managed to name tag it, then I would have been fine. But I guess it just despawned. And that's unfortunate, because that means that I'm going to have to move 2 villagers to get my breeder working when I'm ready. Now, let's go ahead and find the massive cavern, which, despite just being off in that direction, I don't think it's just as easy as going to the end of this shaft and digging. But you know what, heck with it. It's going to be shorter if I go this way and then figure it out than if I go to where I think it is and I'm wrong. That's right, it's on the other side of a geode. I meant to bring torches. Alright, we're going to cut to when I have torches and we're back this way. Okay, there we go. So I did take a bit of an alternate path. I ended up extending one of my shafts just a little bit, and then sort of cutting over to one that I knew connected to the caverns. And, okay, that's definitely nothing, but behold, in all of its glory, this massive area, and there's a creeper. Okay, I don't think it spotted me yet, but this massive area, and one thing that I didn't really look at last time I was down here are these mushrooms, glow shroom stem, which is glow shrooms. Why do I feel like I know that besides just quark? What is it that I'm thinking of? Glow shrooms. Baldur's Gate, maybe? I don't really know. But we have these interesting glow shroom-y stems and these blocks, and I'm very tempted to just take them, but I also don't know if I could really use them aesthetically. Actually, this could potentially be something useful in a gradient, and also the fact that the spore particle effects are just coming down instead of radiating like these. I think that could potentially be useful for something. I haven't decided exactly what just yet, but the point is we know these are here now. And the main thing, actually, I'm probably going to want to light up there as well. I can already see some zombies over that way. But I think, there it is, there's a mine shaft in here as well. And so there's a decent chance we might find some good stuff here. And I think it'd be fun just to take a little bit of time and just do some resource gathering and mine exploration. And who knows, maybe we also stumble across some chromatic iron, perhaps? Okay, my spider, aha. My spider senses were tingling. Oh, ow. Oh, cave spiders, got it. Ooh, the chunks of gold are pretty nice, though. And the enchanted book, I will also gladly accept that. Now, when I was originally looking for chromatic iron in the other Vault Hunters server that I play on, I don't know why I said that. It's the only Vault Hunter server that I play on currently. Basically, what I did when I was originally trying to find chromatic iron, because it was recently after the update, I had to go very far out, so I made my base at like 9999,9999. Just because it's so ridiculously far out, I figured nobody could have possibly generated this. And I was correct. Nobody had. And so it did generate in with chromatic iron, but then I still ended up going down to the -Y levels and basically finding a cavern very similar to this. And then, there's the mine shaft. And then I basically just, I poured water all over the lava in order to go along and find the chromatic iron in the walls, just like that chromatic iron in the walls. Slight problem, though, I can't actually get there from here. I guess what I could do is go up to the mine shaft, then mine over sideways, and then vein mine with the magnet on, and that would suffice. Because I didn't think to bring any water with me. I don't know why I didn't, but I wasn't expecting to do anything with lava. We can get rid of the... Oh, wait, no. Let me be smarter about this. We're going to use the ender pearls to get up there. I don't need the potato, though. I make potatoes. Okay, so I think if I just... Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, spiders. Definitely cave spiders there. I've already forgotten the exact location of the thing, but what I'm going to do is light up the spider spawner so that we don't have to keep dealing with it when I'm doing my business. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, I could also use free cam just to confirm that I am roughly where I expect that I am. But, I mean, I also have this vein mining as an ability. Oh, I must be very close. I must be very close to low durability here. Yeah, 1 durability left. Alright, that's fine. Well, thank you for your service, Mulberry the First. We have Mulberry the Second with us already. And let's see, I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of the bones, get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of the ender pearls because we have access to the end, and that basically trivializes things. You know what? I am going to use free cam just to see if I'm in the right position here. And I am in the right position. I just need to dig down, and the diamonds are to the left. I need to remember that. Okay, this is fine. I already knew they were there. I don't think I'd consider that to be cheating, per se. I don't know. I don't usually make moral judgments about Minecraft in this fashion. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first I'm going to pulse my magnet on. Then I'm going to... Then I'm going to turn it off so that we can get rid of this deep slate. And then, now that that's burnt up, we are going to... I'm going to put myself here, vein mine this, Did I put that on? Okay, yes. Okay, so that's in my inventory now. I'm gonna just double check. Yes, that's on. And then I'm gonna jump back up here. And actually, I think what I should do is expose this intentionally. Okay, yeah. Okay, and I think I've gotten all of the chromatic iron that was in there. Yeah, kind of a smaller vein, but that's whatever. And we can also get rid of that. I'm going to hold on to mulberry despite being out of durability, because I think by the end of the series I hope to have sort of like a trophy hall where I can display all of my old equipment and, you know, otherwise spoils of the rest of the series kind of thing. Now, what direction do I think is going to produce the most value to explore? Not the dead end. Interesting. I'm intrigued that it goes all the way up. Oh! Oh, wait a minute! Zombie villager! Okay, what I need to do is if I'm going to try to lure that zombie villager, I need to deactivate my kill everything abilities. Where? Oh. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. One of you was... Okay, no. You mustn't get near... There we go. Okay, I might actually be able to do this. I might be able to save this guy. Wait a minute. I've just realized that I'm so far away from my actual base. I'm so far away from my actual base. And I didn't bring any pillaring items. Hold on. I don't remember if my whatchamacallit is on or off, but hold on. Ooh. Maybe I can bait it to come down over here and just sort of walk it the very long way? Yes, please follow me, sir. Thank you. Can you not follow me? Are you too tall? You're too tall. Can you follow me now? Can you not? Are you not gonna follow me? Excuse me, mate. Why are you... Is it the rails? It's the rails? You can't walk on rails? Hold on. They can't walk on rails! That's so weird! Why am I only just learning about this? Okay, come on. I think you can pathfind to me. Yes, please, please, thank you. Don't get into the lava. Alright, yeah, it's fine if you take a little bit of damage. And this time I'm not even going to worry about, oh, is that a lot of chromatic iron over there? That's a lot of chromatic iron over there. I'm going to have to remember to come back and just look to the right of the mineshaft. But I can lure this guy back to my base and effectively have a redemption arc. The problem is I don't know if he's going to stay in armor or if the profession can be reassigned. Oh, weakness. That's the thing. Splash potion of weakness. And then I have to find... Where did I put my apples? Where did I put my apples? I know I have a golden apple somewhere in here still. Oh, please tell me I wasn't stupid enough to have... Put them all upstairs? I was stupid enough to have put them all upstairs. I need to go upstairs. Alright, please favor me. Please favor me. Please tell me you're not going to despawn. I'm going to be so very disappointed if I fail after having splashed him. Come on. Yes, there you are. Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh, this is so satisfying. Now, the thing is, I know I pretty much need to wait for him to heal. Oh, wait, no. Duh, of course I have a profession table. It's literally right here. Yes, I am just going to walk in circles until it's cured. Why do you ask? How long does it take them to recover, I wonder? Now, on the one hand, it's going to be weird to try and get this guy into my actual base down the road. But on the other hand, it's not going to be that weird because I'll have access to the elevator, and I can just put a profession table on the elevator, take it up to the top, break the table, put it somewhere else, and then sort of lure it into the village. How long does this process take? Sheesh. Is it the entire 5 minutes? In which case I will still walk around in a circle for 5 minutes, but a lot of this is going to get cut if that is in fact the case, and I'm starting to think it is in fact the case. That could be problematic. I don't know if zombie piglins do any interactions with villagers. Oh. I'm going to be one step smarter. You know what? We're going to be one step smarter here. I'm going to start leading it up the stairs so that it's nowhere near that profession thing. I wish I'd thought of this, 5 minutes ago, because now we're down to 2 minutes, and I fear what will happen if it gets to the top and doesn't realize that there's a village nearby. And at this point, knowing that I started at y = 63, we are certainly closer to the bed than the brewing stand down below, and it has been cured. And it's unemployed! Yes, that's good. Are you going to try to run upstairs? Are you going to follow me, eh? Oh, that's not good. Please tell me you're not going to try to make permanent residence on this level. And actually, that has given me an idea. I don't know if it's a very good idea, but it has given me an idea. And that could be to turn this into something of an underground village. Like, just have two villages, the actual village, and then also this mining town, I guess? Very fantasy, my life in a dungeon kind of thing. But I also wonder if I can, just persuade this chap to come with me. If I ran and got some emeralds, would that work? I'm gonna try that. Wait, no, it's unemployed, of course. Oh, duh, of course. Lure using the profession table. I'm gonna get a profession table and then come back here. So, Geronimo. Now let's see how well this works, because... Villager? Villager? Where'd you go? Don't tell me you despawned as well. Oh, don't tell me you turned into a zombie villager again! Well, okay, I have learned my lesson this time. If it has turned into a zombie villager again, then I'm going to lure it upstairs. While I still have the time to do it. I think that's exactly what's happened, though. This villager has no profession now, and I think it's just found its way into a cave with zombies. Which way are you, though? Am I supposed to be digging up or down to reach you? Up. Very much up. I still have no idea how my villager managed to get up there, if that is in fact the case. But that's distressing. Okay, I think this time around, though, I can theoretically go up, warp down, grab my potion, and grab a gapple as well. Maybe I should just keep him in the top level of my mine shaft and then just not actually trade with it yet? That might be the way to go. Yeah. Come on now. Yeah, I know you're there. I know. I hope you don't despawn when I do what it is that I'm about to do. Which is totally, bait and switch tactics. Hey, I'm right here, lad. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Oh, I can't sleep because there's monsters nearby. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, I knew you were gonna smack me. Alright, thank you. Uh-huh. Okay, it hasn't followed me, so I don't think it can cross using that. Where are you? There you are. I think it's weak. Yes, it is. Oh, now that's interesting. I think this is in fact the same villager, because if we take a look at the time, it started at 4 minutes instead of the original 5. So I think every time a zombie villager gets cured, it gets easier to cure them, I guess? Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is just put that there, so that eventually, when you turn back into a regular person and not a zombie, you can just totally hang around until I need to move you. Yeah, this is brilliant. I just wish I hadn't lost you in the first place, because I'm pretty sure you are the same villager. It's not like you're a different one. I mean, maybe you are a different one, and the other one died. That would be very unfortunate, because then I could have had 2 villagers easily. But I still have to walk around in circles for 3 minutes. Would also be very rad if, in my exploration down below, I managed to find another zombie villager. Because then I wouldn't even have to worry about going to another village and trying to bring a villager all the way over here. I could just find another zombie villager, cure it, and then just do this. Bring it upstairs, walk around in circles for a while, and then ta-da! Villager. Now, clearly I can see that there are paths. Zombie villager off in this direction! Okay, I have no idea how to get there from here. I think I'm on the correct level, maybe? Hold on. Do I just have to go up here with the skeleton? Ow. What? Oh, you jumped down. Ha! Alright. Come on, then. Come on, then. Are you up here? You're up here! Oh, and chromatic iron. You know what? I must be absolutely crazy, but you see that much chromatic iron, and you have to mine it while you're here, and not even worry about the fact that you're getting smacked by the villager that you're going to try to cure in 5 minutes. Ow, stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop it, mate. Please. It would just be better if I were to, Come on. Come on. Come on. I wish I'd done that in the first place. Now I just feel silly. Okay. Boop. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's all of the chromatic iron that was here. Oh, I have so much chromatic iron that I need to get rid of things. Bones can be gotten rid of. There we go. Nice. And now I have to find my way back out with a zombie in tow. Oh, okay, I've just realized the flaw with my plan. The other villager is by its lonesome. And if I go back with this now, I will unintentionally create an issue. You know what I suppose I can do is lure it back, put up a wall between my farmer and it while it's curing, so that way it can't get to the farmer. Man, I really hope I'm not wasting my time with you. Because, also of note, if I fail this time around, I will need to brew more potions. Okay, come on. You stay there. I'm gonna grab my apple. Okay, there's the apple. I can put that in there. I can put... Well, no, I don't want to put those in there. I want to put that in there. I want to put these in there. This, that. Close enough. Warp on back down. Where's my villager? Okay, it's still up there. Very good. Where is my zombie villager? It has evidently despawned. At this point, I don't know how much more of the mineshaft there is for me to explore, but if I run out of torches, I think at that point in time I will pivot the rest of the episode to being hunting wither skeletons so that we can make our last... Well, I say my last, but in reality I would love to be able to shoot for more than one Cagerium hostile mob cage, because even though I would be able to do slimes immediately, I also really want to prepare for the hopefully increasing likelihood that I eventually get a creeper egg. Because right now, we don't have any way to get gunpowder other than just finding creepers, and that would definitely save me the trouble of having to make a proper farm. I think it's also possible to get the wither skeleton as an egg in Cagerium, at least I sure hope there is, because I need a much better way to getting their heads. And I'm very much not a technical Minecrafter. I mean, yes, I've made technical videos, but I would consider myself more of a builder that just happens to do technical things as well. Ooh, there was a head. Yes, alright. Now, ideally, I'd like more of these, and I guess I can keep going until I'm running out of food. Ah, yes, the strange inaccessible area. Ooh, second skull! Fantastic. Okay, I see one more on the map, so we are just gonna go grab that one, and then probably call it there, in terms of trying for skeleton skulls. But I think with that, I should... Oh, nope, I see 5 more. Alright, so we're gonna grab the ones to the left first, I think. Nice. Oh well, you know what? Good enough for now. We have 2 skulls, which is 2 skulls more than I had beforehand, which means that we can do 2 hostile mob things, one of which is definitely going to be slimes, and the other one, I'm hoping... Well, actually, I shouldn't say definitely, because I know for a fact that I've got 3 unrolled mob eggs that I'm going to convert into hostile mob eggs, and then if I'm lucky, I'm either going to get creepers or potentially wither skeletons. And so it would be lovely to put one or both of those in there too. And to make it marginally easier on myself in editing, I am going to cut out a lot of what's about to happen next because I have to do a lot of prep work involving chromatic iron, perfect black opals, and making a lot of steel and rolling on these eggs. So I'm just going to come back when I have something to do, and in the meantime, I'm going to watch Star Trek Lower Decks, which has recently come out with its final season, or at least the first 2 episodes. Okay, so, I finished the 2nd episode of this latest season of Lower Decks, and I've got a bit of a problem here, and, well, you can clearly see that my villager is now wandering around the mine shaft, trying to escape by going down my branch mines. And that is a very bad thing, because some of these are not secure. By which I mean, I have not verified if there are any enemies that can still spawn. And I don't even know how he found his way down here. So I'm really going to need to think long and hard about this. And if he manages to go back towards the staircase, I'm even going to temporarily close off my branch mine. Temporarily. Maybe, I don't know, put down some fence gates so that he can't possibly... Yes. Nope. Come on, guy. Nope. Okay, what if I start this process? Oh, yes. Hold on. There we go. Ha. You can't get in there. And the thing is, I think he's trying to pathfind back to his tools, which are all the way up at y = 63. But we're at y = 47. And I don't know if villagers can go onto the warp pads. And that's just how it happened. Like, he used the warp pad and somehow came down here while I wasn't looking, because I was upstairs the whole time. And now he's down here. And the thing is, I also don't know where I've put my emeralds, because I had a shulker box with all of the stuff that I was going to trade, and now I can't find it. So I'm going to need to find that. The other thing I can do is just put him in a boat, and then once I get the elevator working, I'll be able to bring him upstairs that way. I think I might do that. In fact, I'm going to do that. Let me just cut to that real quick. Alright, come on now. I realize you're confused, but get in my boat. Wow, that was actually a lot faster than I expected that to be. Alright, very good. Now, while I did say, like 5 seconds ago, that the branch mine is insecure, I will still break all this stuff, because the area immediately surrounding my base, it has definitely been lit up. Actually, let me just prove myself correct or wrong. Yeah, okay, so I have just pushed F7, and theoretically using the light overlay mod, we should be able to see if there's anything that I've happened to have forgotten immediately in the vicinity. And the answer appears to be no. I've done a fairly good job of lighting this place up. So I think, and also because this still isn't on a persistent server just yet, I think I can just leave this guy here and I'll just worry about it when the elevator time comes. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Now I just feel silly. Okay, I am back downstairs, however, and we do have a bit of a different problem, and that problem's name is chromatic steel. And really the problem's name is copper. I mean, not copper, carbon. They both start with C's, that's okay, right? No, it's not. Carbon. I need so much more carbon to be able to make the cages, because we have exactly one of these black chromatic steel ingots, and I need 3 more. And each of them requires 8 chromatic steel ingots. We clearly only have 4 currently. Now the upshot is that as far as chromatic iron goes, I think I'm set for a good long time, because, you know, I have nearly 2 stacks, or nearly 3 stacks of ingots already cooked up, another stack and, say a third already prepared as well to be cooked up, and then I just have 4 3/4, roughly, stacks of the ores, and that's fantastic. I was not expecting to get nearly as much during that one segment, but I'm glad for it. Unfortunately, that does mean that I'm not going to build the remaining Cagerium cages today. And I don't think I talked about this, but I did get a creeper spawn egg in the interlude. So thankfully we can do that. I am tempted by the Enderman spawn egg, but we have easy access to the end, so I really don't care about that. I don't even need to make a conventional farm at this point in time, because I don't think I'm ever going to need such industrial quantities of ender pearls or experience that I can't get it via XP bottles or anything else. No, I did say the creeper egg. Yeah, so unfortunately, the other thing that I'm looking for, which is to say wither skeleton spawns eggs, we didn't get that. We did get a stray spawn egg, but I don't care about that, so I might re-roll it. I'm not sure if holding on to eggs for aesthetics is really a necessary thing, because these theoretically will still spawn things in the overworld if I were to use them that way, but I don't think I need to. And, I mean, like, am I really going to need 2 goats and 2 donkeys? I don't think so. I could probably just take 1 of each and then re-roll the eggs. Anyway, I don't think I have much time left for this build phase, and I also know that my time is going to be fairly short editing this on Friday, so I'm going to call it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified, and as always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody.